I previously put out a video of how I set up an iPhone 8 from eBay with 3 of Japan's IC cards. The challenge came with figuring out which credit cards work best for loading them with value. A link to that video is at the end of this one. My goal in that video was to exchange currency for yen when the rates were favorable, but from the convenience of my home without the hassle of visiting a bank or exchange. It's about 6 months later now, and I'm finally in Japan. I can now travel the country and see how many businesses will accept the Apple Wallet versions of Suica, Pasmo and Icoca next.
Welcome to Japan. We have just landed at Tokyo International Airport.
It may not be obvious, but the goal in the previous video was to use the IC cards as a piggy bank. I'd accumulate yen at favorable rates whenever possible. Over the past 6 months, I've added yen and now have maxed out on the amount that can be added to each card, which is 20,000 yen. The next phase of this project is to see how many vending machines and businesses accept the IC cards. Before I get into this, I want to demonstrate how to use the digital IC cards that are configured in my Apple Wallet. Apple's done a good job on this by making it very easy to access. There's 2 settings to change to make efficient use of the IC cards. First, go into the settings icon, scroll down and select Wallet and Apple Pay. Confirm that the double-click home button setting is activated and also the default card setting is set to the IC card you'd like to use. There's also an express transit card setting that allows for quick use, but it says it works without authentication, which didn't sound secure to me, so I'm avoiding it for now. Once everything is set up, all that's needed to use your phone for IC card payment is to double tap the home button when the phone is asleep and you'll get a screen that's ready to be read by the IC card reader. When the store clerk says you can scan, or once you've selected your item from the vending machine, hold the top half of your phone over the flashing IC card reader. It typically beeps to notify you that your IC card payment was accepted. It will sometimes flash in red if your payment was not accepted, so also watch for that. I originally wanted to use this section for listing all of the different stores and machines that accept IC cards, but because I had an approximate 99% success rate, I really don't need to. I was really impressed by the outcome of this experiment. I had expected to have at least some trouble with using IC cards, but I had almost no trouble at all. I think part of the success in finding IC card acceptance had a lot to do with all my accommodations being in the bigger cities. Shibuya, Shinjuku, Akihabara, Kyoto, Sapporo, Yokohama. Had I done more sightseeing in smaller towns, the outcome might have been different. That might be something I can test in phase 2, since now that I've spent a lot of time in the bigger cities, I'd like to spend time going out to different smaller towns. The digital IC card is a great tool for the consumer. I like how Apple has implemented it within Apple Wallet and made it accessible with what I called a double tap, but it's more like a double press, which at the same time authenticates your fingerprint. I do scratch my head and wonder why the physical card even exists. It requires staffing to distribute, reloading requires you to be in Japan, and the IC card chip shortage seems to be ongoing. I hope this video helps you with your IC card needs. Watch my other video from March 2024 on setting up the IC cards and why the right credit card makes a difference. Leave any questions or comments you have in the comment section down below. That's all I have for now, and I'll catch you in the next video.